G'day everyone, it's Justin and Scott.
Hello.
Two dads again from Australia. Coming to you today from a 2017 Kia Cerato Sport. Now mate, I thought we'd have a drive of the Kia Cerato because in the affordable range of cars, I mean we've been driving, fairly high-spec cars lately, but I thought we'd have a look at something that's probably very popular in the affordable range. It's probably a good car for, maybe a first driver or something like that. This is Kia's latest model in the Cerato range. It's the Kia Cerato Sport. It comes in a sedan or a hatch. There's a four-tier sort of Cerato range in Australia. It starts off with a base, I think it's a S model. Then you get the, what do you get? The Sport. There's an SI and an SLI. Now, mate, the one that we're in today has a recommended retail of, $24,790. But the thing with Kia is always look at their website, always look at their programs at the moment, because, mate, this car at the moment this month, $22,490 drive away.
$22,490.
Yeah.
Drive away. And then you combine that, with the Kia 7-year warranty and the fixed price servicing.
Yeah.
My goodness, I think that's incredibly, the price point is so low.
Yeah, they've chucked a few good features in this car at that price too. I mean, they've taken the steering wheel here from the upper models. It's like the multi-function steering wheel and everything, leather bound. Touchscreen as well. It's got sat-nav, it's got traffic, it's got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which is really good. 7-inch touchscreen there. You also get the little tiny rear spoiler at the back, 17-inch alloy wheels.
Yeah, which look quite nice.
Yeah, which looks all right. Auto headlights as well, which is a nice little feature. So, at $22,490, it's a lot of car.
It is amazing.
Yeah. Mate, the Cerato has a 2-litre 4-cylinder engine, 112 kilowatts at 6,200 RPM. 192 newton meters, 4,000 RPM, 6-speed auto in the car we've got today.
Yes.
How does she drive?
Wow. So, I'll start from the outside. Just first impressions. It's a great looking car. We jumped inside and it's really well laid out. And I think you mentioned the steering wheel's like really, upper spec for a car, entry level car like this, which it's really nice to hold. So. And then since we've been driving this car, it is just so easy to drive, right? There's nothing too crazy about it, but it's the gearbox does a great job. The engine certainly, it's certainly got enough power to get you around the city quite nicely. Only under real duress does it start to buzz a little bit, but for the rest of the time, it's doing a really good job. Steering's great. I think with all the Kias that we've found, they seem to adapt them for local conditions for the suspension and the steering. It does a really good job. Brakes do more than what they need to do. So it's doing everything really well. Yeah, mate, it surprised me a little bit because I took it on a bit of a country run this week, and at our speed limit's 110 k an hour and all that, had enough power to kick along, and it was pretty relatively quiet too. So I was a little bit impressed about that. So it's pretty good for, like we say, like a car in the early 20s. It's pretty good. So I just find it amazing at this price point that what they can produce, right? Because I was just looking at the spec sheet, and you look at the safety, you look at the tech, you look at the general car and all some of the little bits and pieces it has. It's amazing they can put that on the road and back it up with 7-year warranty and fixed price servicing for $22,500 if you're saying that's what the website's saying at the moment. Yeah, that's special incredible offer at the moment. Yeah, geez, it's and room-wise and all that, it's not too bad. It presents well. There's relatively good space in the rear. The boot's okay. It's fine. There's a full-size spare in the back. She does I think 7.2 litres per 100 kilometres official combined figures as well. So, if you're looking at cheap transport and you need a little bit of size for it and all that, it's probably well worth having a look at one of these. At that price point, it could be first car. It could certainly be the second car that you're running around. As well. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this would appeal to a lot of people that just don't want to spend a lot of money on a car, but want it to do everything really well. and have the minimum things that we think are probably good in terms of safety and tech and reverse camera and all those sorts of things, which make it easy to drive.
Yeah, it's got parking sensors front and rear as well, which is makes it, like you say, easy to park and everything. So
it's actually quite a wide market when you look at it, like the people where this would apply.
Yeah, yeah, they've loaded it up pretty well. So, mate, when I did take it for a drive, though, one thing I did notice about it, seats are a little bit flat and lacking in adjustment.
I can feel that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me especially, I think the angle of the thigh was a little bit high.
So that's more of an issue normally if you're going for a longer drive, right? Yeah, because you're in these, around the city, 10 minutes, you're not going to really notice it too much. But if you're on a longer drive, you want that extra support. They're fairly flat. Yeah.
I found I was sort of moving around a bit just to try and get it, to the optimal comfort level and everything. So it's all right.
But I don't think for the price point I could expect any more. I think this car is a really good deal for the price. Yeah.
Like you say, it's got a 7-year warranty and cap price servicing, and mate, for the 7 years, 105,000 Ks, total of $2,579 to run it for 7 years for servicing. That's cheap.
It is. It's amazing. How are they making any money out of this thing?
Mate, that's one service on a European car, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, mate, you've had a drive of the new Cerato. What do you think?
Very impressed, actually, at the price point of this car and the options it comes with. I think it's incredibly well set up for the price.
Yeah, pretty good value for money, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. There's not much the boxes I would tick that if I just wanted the most base car, entry-level car, or a second car in the family.
With a few features.
A few features like reversing camera and that sort of thing, and CarPlay. It's got the right size engine, I think, just to get around the city. It's a great city car.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, yeah. Now, mate, that question we always ask, X Factor. Is it something that you would actually look back at or look in the reflection?
I don't think this car's set up to have the X Factor, right? It's an entry-level vehicle. I think it's a good second car and everything. It's not that sporty. It has a sport badge on it. It's not that sporty. So I don't think it has that real wow, but it does what it's supposed to do really well.
Well, mate, I'll probably disagree with you. I like the way it looks. I know that the stylist for Kia is sort of a European stylist.
Yes.
And that the new grille on the thing, the way it looks, coupled with the 17-inch wheels, it looks okay. But I think maybe in a better colour might be something that would accentuate it a little bit more. But mate, I don't mind the looks of it at all. Actually, it's all right.
Okay.
Anyway. Just want to put a great big thank you to our friends at Kia Australia for the loan of the Cerato today. And again, thanks to everybody out there for watching us. And I guess we'll see you next time. See you later.